Okay, I'm going to introduce a new user interface feature with control click that makes things a little bit easier to understand. I'm going to go to the tour. I'm going to go to item 3 over here. This is the fuzzy summation. Okay, the data is already loaded. I'm just going to go to crush. It's just a slightly different view of the same data. So in this case, we're matching up the number of shares on both sides with different names. So Sam Smith, both have 399. That's really easy. I'm just going to click that and say this is done. Perfect. Okay, now this is marked as a P. Okay, and that means it's pending. If I press move, pending to report, now this becomes group 1. It's already in the report. Now, I'm going to look at some of the other items. They're more complicated than Sam Smith. So with this item, DEnver and DEnver, there's actually many variations. So for example, there's David Enver on the left, DEnver on the left, David Enver, Dave Enver, DEnver, Dave Enser. They match up because they both total 1,000. 550 plus 450 is the same as 100 plus 200 plus 300 plus 400. Both total 1,000, and it matches up by figuring out what names are so similar, and as long as the amounts match up, it figures that out. So that's done, but I'm going to show a new way of looking at it. So I press Control, and then I press this same number, and this pops up, and you can resize that, and it shows everything lined up already. So you don't have to do each side separately. The nice thing is if you want to see the other ones, it just goes to the same spot. Blake Robbins, B. Robbins, Blake Robbins. Obviously, B-L-A-E-K is spelled differently. Same thing with Doug Schiller. It's Doug Schiller, D. Schiller, Douglas H. Schiller, and Doug Schiller. And I'm going to match all these up. Okay, I'm marking them P. And this one is a lone one out, Ronald McDonald. It's okay. It could be matched up. Anyway, actually, I'm going to take this off. Uncheck that. Make these all 5-star perfect. And the reason we star it is so that we can see the quality for later evaluation. I press P. I'm going to say 1 doesn't match. And move that to the final report. Okay, if I press crush again, everything's gone. There's nothing there to look at. I go to the final report. I'm going to press close pop-up so it's easier to see everything. And this is really everything we just did. I'm going to press 20 so that we can see up to Ronald McDonald. Okay. Now, there's one thing here that's a little confusing. So it's these subcodes. So everything here for Dave Enzer, all these, we walked through them before. These 4 match on the 2 over here. 2 over here matches these 4, both total 1,000. That's subgroup 0. We batched it all together when we did the same group, and that's group 2, but we have a subgroup of 0. And if I press Control here, it's going to show the subgroup. Okay. And again, with Blake Robbins, it will show the subgroup. And with Doug Schiller, it shows the subgroup for Doug Schiller. So that makes it easy to understand. You can export this to a CSV or to Excel. That's really easy to do. And then Ronald McDonald will be on his own over there. Nothing matches. So that's pretty much the way that part works. I'm just going to go with a few extra moments to show a few more things in this report. So you can go to calculated unique key, and it will show these are the unique keys that could be used to match up the data, okay, because of all the different variations. Now, the calculated keys, okay, is very interesting. It will show you that if you take Blake Robbins and convert it to B. Robbins, and Blake Robbins and B. Robbins, and D. Schiller, and this one to Doug Schiller, you now have a map that can be used to map out all of the variations, and now you can have your final report. Another quick thing is you could press the Alt key, and you'll see all the additional shortcuts. Okay, so you can say go report GR very simply by pressing Alt GR. All right, and same thing with the calculated reports, etc. You can use the Alt key. What else did I want to show? One more thing I know. All right, that's good enough for now. All right, thank you. Bye.